Crypto Army, what up? DeFi Army, what up? It's your boy J Rod. We back at it again. And today's freestyle, we're gonna talk about that other shoe dropping, man. Safemoon is filed for bankruptcy. And according to leaked internal reports, they've fired the team. I will lay them off. And so again, at the Right Mindset Show, we talk about the right mindset. We talk about how to invest, not what to invest in. And so this is a really good learning opportunity, guys. You're gonna see a lot of guys mocking. There was a guy in the comments mocking. They just filed for bankruptcy. Stuff like that. You gotta understand, guys, it's two sides of the same coin, and both are losing sides. People that invest too much into Safemoon or any trade or a trade, let's use Safemoon as this example, they invest too much into a trade, more than they can afford to lose, get hurt like a gambler that lost his money and is doubling down to try to, doubling down and trying to get his money back. That person that's gambling is wrong. And the person that says, I don't take risks because look at that fool, is wrong. They're two sides of the same coin. And both sides are losing sides. So, if you are happy, feeling vindicated that Safemoon has apparently, from what it looks like, I'm being honest, that's a doozy right there. What it's going through right now. If you're celebrating the fact that it's, for the most part, officially fallen. We'll see. There's still a few things that can happen. Bankruptcy is not the end of the world, but it's a pretty big step towards the end. But you can, in filing for bankruptcy, you can restructure, like we talked about in the previous episode with WeWork. You take a big hit, but then you can restructure and maybe come back smaller, having been relieved of your debtors. Because I believe a lot of this is the fact that when they did the right thing, it seems. When they blocked those big wallets so Corona couldn't access it, well, guess what? They couldn't access it either, most likely. And so those millions of dollars that were set aside and were sitting there, can't use to build the company. You can't use it, where you're going to get wages to pay employees. Now, again, there's a guy talking about, and everyone's taking opportunities, which is fine. Capitalist country, capitalist system, do you. But there's a guy talking about, hey, I worked at Safemoon, I'm starting a podcast, it's the perfect time, and we'll tell you about all the bad stuff that happened there. Okay, sure, go ahead, do you, take your victory laps. But that's not relevant to what I'm talking about at the Right Mindset Show, about how to think properly in these scenarios. And really, what should we be thinking now? Okay, Safemoon looks like it's over. Looks like that play is dead. What I'm thinking about on my journey is I believe I am gaining the right mindset. What I'm thinking about is, how did that feel? How did that loss feel? Am I devastated right now? Am I hurt right now? Am I scared right now? Do I care? Do I care too much? Do I want to cry? Commenters are saying stuff, hurting my feelings, laughing at my pain. Do I want to cry? Boo hoo. Do I want to cry right now? More importantly, why am I asking myself those questions? Because again, at the right mindset show, we're building a system that works for us, where again, we're not investing more than we are afraid to lose. If those haters are getting to me, I got too much in. If I don't care at all, if I didn't even know that Safemoon went bankrupt, I didn't even check. I wasn't even checking for the news. I haven't put enough in. But if I'm like, and I'm being honest, this is how I'm feeling right now. But if I'm like, that hurt, that stung, because I mean that was my $1 million play. I was holding out hope, and now it looks like it's not gonna happen. Man, dang it. Okay, we just lost to the San Francisco 49ers. If you follow football, 49ers gonna beat everybody this year. They probably gonna win the Super Bowl, most likely. I ain't making no predictions, so not betting predictions. But they're a really good team, and they've punished nearly everybody, aside from a small stretch where they lost a few games. But outside of that, they've punished the top teams in the league. Punished. The Cowboys, the Eagles, punished them. So, okay, we just lost to the 49ers. I just lost to the 49ers. Thought I had a chance. They beat us. Okay, 16-game season. What I'm saying is, all right, that hurt. Losses hurt. They should hurt. That means you care, right? But you know, it's a 16-game season, 17-game season. So that loss hurt, but I can still make the playoffs. Meaning on my journey, okay, I might not win the Super Bowl. I might not hit 7 figures. But guess what? 6 figures is still in play. So, yeah, the loss hurt. But building my system, I didn't put in more than I was afraid to lose. So I lost money. Cool. Okay. You know, I'm taking a chance. Okay. But guess what? I got a system, guys. And I'm working my system. So I just want to better my process. But people don't understand what I think many don't understand. And what I've come to learn, meaning I didn't understand it at one point in my life, is that successful people are successful because they have a process. A process. They're not successful because they made 1 or 2 right moves. No, they're successful because they had a process that allowed them to make continuously 1 to 2 right moves at the right time, nearly every time, most of the time. So again, okay, took a loss. It was the 49ers. A lot of people have done lost to the 49ers. A lot of people will lose to the 49ers. Okay? You know, and again, you know, for me, the reason why I'm ready to say Safemoon is kind of a loss is because they, according to the leaked internal memo, they laid off all the employees. So right now, there is no one working on Safemoon. No one. According to leaked internal memos, according to reports. There's no one working on Safemoon. So how, you know, somebody put on Twitter, and I agree, on X, and I agree. It's just a matter of time before, you know, Safemoon Swap gets removed from the, you know, app stores. Safemoon Wallet gets removed from app stores. And the swap either kind of goes defunct, or Blockbuster's token, Grove, a lot of ones that were exclusively on the Safemoon Swap start to migrate to Pancake Swap. And so it's just a matter of time before those things start happening. And then, and again, it's just, you know, it's tough to recover. The difference between Safemoon and WeWork is WeWork's bankruptcy allows them to shrink, right? So that, you know, because right now, as big as they are, if they made $500 million in a year, it's not, they're still not going to be in the positive. So if they can shrink to where 500 million will put them in the positive, then they have a chance at survival. Safemoon does not generate enough revenue for that. We have the bull run coming, but that's another year, most likely. And the bull run depends on people that succeed with Bitcoin deciding to invest in these altcoins. So people that succeed in Bitcoin, are they going to want to invest in a bankrupt firm? Come on, guys. Like, we got to use a level of common sense with this. We're not going to win all our games, but we're developing a system so that losses don't hurt us. Think about it. The Niners are the most formidable team in the league. They are 10-3. That means they have 3 losses. And people are intimidated by them. They are probably going to win the Super Bowl or at least go there, or the conference championship. They're going to be successful. But they got 3 losses. So come on, man. Like, a season. This is a season. We are playing out a season. At the Right Mindset Show, we are playing out a season. So, Ripple's still in play. Ethereum's still in play. Evergrow's still in play. ADA Cash is still in play. Need I go on? There's still opportunities out there. Again, the Right Mindset Show with J-Ra is about how to buy, not what to buy. Even as commoners continually try to mischaracterize my position. Yeah, I like Safemoon. Cool. I like other stuff too. I'm going to keep saying that. So, on this journey, let's grow up. Not financial advice, but let's grow up and take a loss. Now look, I ain't selling. I paid myself a few days ago, but I still got some in, because guess what? Football has the Hail Mary play. We're going to throw this football in the air, and guess what? They might catch it. They might catch it. Now, look, it's more likely that the defense, knock it down. They knock it down, but hey, they might catch it. So I ain't scared. The thing is, you don't gotta be scared when you got a system. So when you hear these guys that don't got a system and are sitting here, not even knowing what percentage of their income they should be using to build their portfolio, when, how much, where, what, like they don't know nothing. They just took 500, tossed in their trade, lost their money, and they want to see others lose their money because they lost. I've been there before. I know what it's like. It's a dark place to be, fellas, when you need other people to fail to validate your failure. Because you're no longer looking for success. You're looking for company. So, I mean, hey, here's what it is, guys. What I'm thinking about is my system. And if I'm being honest, the loss ain't hurt me. I made some money when they pumped it. Took some profits. Still got some in. I'm going to let that ride out. Because I got another game next week. And if I win that one, I could be 11-1. You tell me a team that's 11-1. 11 wins, 1 loss. You tell me that team's a failure. Come on, man. Baseball, they play 162 games. If you win 100 games, you're one of the great teams in the league. You're a top team going into the playoffs. But that means you got 62 losses. Come on, man. Let's build our system, guys. That's what we learned from this. That's what I'm showing from my journey. I'm building my system. Okay. This year we might not go to the Super Bowl. But guess what? We can make the playoffs. And if we make the playoffs, we get a chance to become a destination team where we can get more players, meaning next bull run, the Lord willing, the 2029 bull run, we get more players, money, more players, and we might be able to win the Super Bowl next year with the players we pick up that want to come play for us and help build something at this franchise. At J-Rod's Killers. That's the name of my team. J-Rod's Killers. Because we killing the game. Not because we fugitives. Because we killing the game. J-Rod's Killers. So, if J-Rod's Killers make the playoffs, then, might have some guys that want to join the team the following season. If you're following my drift. So again, man, and look, to go to the playoffs, you only need 10 wins in the NFL. That's 10-7. That's 10 wins, 7 losses. Hey, right now, Safemoon is the only loss of my books. That I'm ready to say is the loss. But again, it's the fourth quarter, down 8. Down 8. We on the 45, the other team's 45. We on Gensler's 45. And we're going to throw one in the air, baby. We still going to throw one in the air. We're going to run the Hail Mary play. Why not? We're going to leave them coins in there. We're going to toss that ball in the air. And who knows? Gensler probably right there to knock it down, but who knows? And what's wrong with that? It's only something wrong with it if you are playing with money that you can't afford to lose. And again, that's not what we're doing at the Right Mindset Show. That's not what J-Rod is doing. So it's only a bad thing if you have no system, no process, no system, and if you're playing with money you can't afford to lose, which you're more likely to do because you have no system. You have no playbook. You just out there throwing passes, wondering why people want to hit you. It's because you said down, said hut, and you got a football in your hand. They trying to hit you. So it's like, come on, man. That's not what we on over here. That's not what we on over here. So again, I'm ready to say, most likely a loss. We'll most likely have to eat this one. You lay off the employees. That's not looking good. But hey, I'm 6-1. So we got a season ahead of us. So I'm gonna keep playing the season. Now, what does that mean for the future of the channel? We're probably gonna talk about a few of the other trades I'm in. We're probably gonna do some Ripple conversations, so you'll probably start seeing some Ripple info. I will still be covering the trial if we get any news on that, the Corona trial. But as far as Safemoon and his prospects, if I'm being honest, we're not really going to be talking a ton about that. And again, I'll still cover the trial, but honestly, even when I talked about Safemoon, it was how it pertained to having the right mindset. So it'll always come up with that regard. It'll always come up in that regard. But just going forward, expect me to be talking more about Ripple, Evergrow, and maybe how Safemoon is a test of our system. Because that's how I want to cover it today. It's a test of our system. And, for me, I'm feeling good. There were days that, I felt terrible after trades. And it's because my system wasn't where it needed to be. I feel good. So I'm feeling closer where I need to be. So yeah, guys, that's what we got for now. Obviously, this sucks. Crypto Atlas was talking about, recouping the monies and stuff. I don't need the money. I don't need the money back because I took my chances. I took my chance. Didn't work out. I don't need the money back because honestly, again, the majority of the losses were from Bitcoin's correction. Not all this nonsense. It was Bitcoin's correction that was the majority of Safemoon's losses. Safemoon lost over 90% of its value. And that's because Bitcoin lost over 80% of its value. So I don't need my money back, man. I took my chances. I live with my choices. So I don't need my money back. But that's my take on it. Don't need my money back because I'm being honest with you guys about where the losses came from. Again, the losses came from Bitcoin's correction. I don't know why guys are scared to say that. The losses came from Bitcoin's correction. If you can do simple chart analysis, pull up 30 trades and show me one that went up when Bitcoin corrected. Outside of meme coins like Pepe and stuff like that came out and had a little buzz, and even they dropped when Bitcoin corrected because Bitcoin is king. The whole play, the reason we're building our process is we are building up to Bitcoin coming out of its correction phase and into another bull run. So the bulk of Safemoon's losses were Bitcoin's correction. Maybe it's because I'm new, but that's obvious if you're reading a chart. So I don't need my money back, man. I needed to invest better, and I'm investing better. So I put money in the Safemoon. I got my system. I put money in the Ripple, Evergrow, other trades. I got my system. I'm diversified. That's what I learned from that. But there really isn't anything to learn from Bitcoin's corrections other than just being emotionally tougher. And that's why we're building our system at the Right Mindset Show, because we are becoming emotionally tougher. So that's what it is, guys. Giving you guys a little bit about the future of the channel and what we're covering. And that's where we at, guys. You know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, holler at your boy. J-Rod not going nowhere because it's about the right mindset where we show you how to buy, not what to buy. Crypto Army, what up? DeFi Army, what up? Holler at your boy.